Hungarian Grand Prix weekend has begun in full force. Here are the qualifying results from yesterday's qualifying round. It was interesting, a little bit of action going on here, even though the Hungaroring track is known for being a processional, being a parade because of how narrow it is and how hard it is to overtake there. We had some incidents in the qualifying yesterday. Anyway, our pole sitter is Lando Norris, which is the first non-Mercedes pole sitter we've had this whole season. We're pretty much halfway through the season now, so that's big news. The Mercedes finally got knocked off that pole. Lando is back in the big seat, the last year's driver champion, and he's back in the number one P1 slot. So it's great for him to see. McLaren's really had a resurgence in their results the last couple weeks. Their upgrades must be having some effect, which is good for them. P2 is Leclerc. Ferrari right there. Ferrari's been doing well. It looks like Ferrari does really well on this track. Lewis Hamilton was P2, but there was an incident there. I'll go over that in just a second. P3 is Piastri. 4, Verstappen. 5 is Lewis Hamilton. Why is he 5th? He was 2nd. I'll explain in a second. George Russell comes in after Lewis, and then Kimi Antonelli, and he was up there higher as well and dropped down significantly. Now here's what happened. Lewis Hamilton was coming through a qualifying lap, and he inadvertently, unfortunately, impeded Oscar Piastri on his push lap, and that caused a penalty for Lewis. 3-place grid penalty, so that pushed him down from P2 to P5. That's right, P5. So that's what happened there. He felt pretty bad about it. He knew he had done something wrong in the post-qualifying interview, where he was being interviewed as a podium sitter for the top 3 places in the qualifying. He admitted that he was really worried that he had impeded somebody, and that's what his mind was on. So I think he felt bad for doing that. He claimed he didn't know that Oscar was coming up, so I think maybe there was a miscommunication from his pit engineer not telling him that he had a driver coming up around another corner, and so he wasn't prepared to see Oscar sitting there, and so he passed him, which is a no-no in qualifying when somebody's on a push lap. Anyway, that happens when you've got traffic going on these qualifying laps. Things happen from time to time. Kimi, on the other hand, he got a penalty as well, 3-place grid penalty for exceeding track limits, which means he went off track too many times. And in qualifying, they're really strict about it. During the race, they're a little bit more lax, and you have a couple of chances before they penalize you. But in the qualifying, if you go off track, they're pretty quick to penalize you. So he took the penalty there. And that's what happened in our qualifying. So a little bit of drama, tiny bit. I don't remember if there was any crash outs. I don't think there were. I know that I saw Verstappen spin out on his last push lap, but he already had a decent time that put him in P4. But he had a spin out, which is a little bit worrisome that new Macarena wing that they put on his car maybe isn't all the way fixed. We'll have to see. Now, that may not be the case because, as we've seen this weekend, the Hungaroring track has been bad. It's been really hard for people to get grip. It's dusty. People are sliding all over the place. So it does make sense that Max was pushing on a push lap to get a really good time, and his rear end couldn't keep up with the front end, and he spun out. Luckily, he didn't crash into the wall and cause any damage to his car, but that ended his push lap. Again, lucky he already had a good time. And that's it for qualifying. But before I go today, I want to mention that if you're looking for a unique F1 fan gift, I've got a TikTok shop with a pretty cool item in it. If you want to go check it out, you might like it. I hope you do. Anyway, please go check that out in my TikTok shop if you get a second. It's the F1 Minute. And this is it for me today. I'm going to box now and keep your tires warm. And this has been the F1 Minute.